So for this particular episode, Andre, I thought I'd try some new things, you know?
Louis, what the fuck are you doing, man? Come on. Be original, for fuck's sake.
Take those off now.
Yes, I do. I'm taking them.
I'm going to keep
right
them
off.
on because they're actually not that uncomfortable.
Because you're a sadist.
Is it sadist or masochist?
Both. It's sadomasochism. That's what it is.
Right. Okay.
Right, rough cut, everybody.
Yes.
Hello.
Rough cut. Hello there.
I'm Andre. That's Louis. And everything's looking a little red when it probably should be grey.
Yeah, I know. Like, hey, why didn't we get shades of grey for our lighting?
They don't do grey.
No, don't they?
No. I could do black.
There
Then
wouldn't be any
then
lights.
we wouldn't be lit, though.
That's why I could do black.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Okay.
Right, we should probably point out the elephant in the room over there.
He's not that tall.
I know.
Yeah, I am quite small.
Yeah.
I know. We specifically gave him a small table to use.
Yeah.
Joel, come on the mic quickly. What were we going to call that?
The peanut gallery.
Yeah, the peanut
right.
gallery. There we go. So we've got the peanut gallery here today in the form of Jamie Miller, who is normally our floor manager, but we've now upgraded him to have his own little seat in the house.
Yeah, because he won't shut the fuck up, so we just decided to put him on screen.
You know, most of the movies that I do see, I typically have not watched, especially with 50 Shades of Grey, because I don't need to watch it.
You're going to enjoy this one today.
Oh,
that
yeah,
is
you're going to
absolutely
enjoy
for
this
sure.
one.
I can't wait for all the great action going on.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
And Lou will lead us the whole way through it because he's dressed up like he is Christian Grey today.
Yeah, I mean, it's fairly similar ties, actually.
Yeah, that is actually quite creepy how similar the ties are.
Yeah.
Did you pick out a tie at home before you got to this one?
I picked out my greyest tie.
That's your greyest tie.
Yeah, no, it's the only grey tie that I own.
You need more grey ties, honestly.
Yeah, I need 50
You need them in all
shades.
50
I need
shades? Oh,
all
for
50
fuck.
shades.
All right, that's our show done, guys. We can leave
alright,
it. It's just going to be this for the whole
cut
time.
it, just cut it.
Just cut it out.
Okay, so 50 Shades of Grey, 50 Shades of Fucked Up, 100 Shades of Utter Bullshit.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure most people know this name rather than have actually watched or read it.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure of it. We've got enough people in the crew who've never seen it and are going to be pretty surprised when we start talking about it.
Oh
today.
yeah, because beyond the sexy stuff, there is a lot more other stuff to talk about, which is just we can't even describe it.
Did you find any of that film remotely sexy?
No, not really. Especially since I was watching it with you.
Okay.
Oof.
Well.
Yeah. Just to give a quick history of this brand, this lovely brand that everyone knows about. It's nothing that hasn't been said before, but I'll just say it for those who don't know. 50 Shades of Grey started its pitiful existence as Twilight fan fiction.
Oh, did it actually?
Yes,
I
it did,
forgot, I
actually.
forgot about all
That's
this.
true.
Yeah, it was originally called Masters of the Universe, written by someone called Snow Queen's Ice Dragon.
Isn't that He-Man? He-Man, Masters of the Universe.
Yeah. I don't know why it's called that, but in the books, apparently there's some allusions to Grey saying that I am the master of the universe or something like that.
Skeletor's changed a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's grown a bit of skin since the last time we saw him, I think.
It was so popular on whatever fan site it was on that it got published into its own thing and became the New York Times bestseller.
It became the New York Times bestseller.
Yeah, I'm not joking about that.
You can tell that book readers have a lot of taste.
Essentially, the popularity ballooned it into the mainstream, so that warranted it getting several high-budget films made of it and making Universal and the author loads and loads of money.
Too much money.
Too much money.
Is it Stephanie Meyer's?
No, definitely no. It's kind of hard because on the book it says E.L. James, but her name is actually I don't know what her name is.
That was to the Twilight author, wasn't it?
Yes, it was the Twilight
sorry,
author.
I'm getting them confused. I don't know that many authors.
Yeah.
E.L. James. Is that a completely fake name then?
That is a fake name, or it's a handle. I don't know why she used that name.
Let's face it, if you wrote a book that's full porn, would you really want your name attached to it?
I mean,
I don't know.
If you were feeling brave, you might.
Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, although she considers this a work of art. I don't know. I don't know how you think that, but yeah, she considers this a work of art. So firstly, before we move on, I'd just like to say that both I and Andre are as sexually inexperienced as it gets, so don't take our word as gospel.
I can't wait for this clip to come back to haunt me in a few years' time.
Yep. And secondly, this film is about adult themes, so sex.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I mean, you clicked on this video that said 50 Shades of Grey. I mean, you probably can expect it contains adult themes.
Yeah, you know exactly what you're getting into with this.
So if you're surprised by that, then I don't know what you're doing here. Click off the video.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
So let's get right into it, shall we? So, the plot.
Plot.
The plot.
The plot.
The plot.
Wow. What of there is a plot? That was a sentence.
I don't know. I'm categorizing this with The Room and also, unsurprisingly, Twilight as films that have a beginning, an end, and no middle.
Oh, okay. Well, it's one of these ones.
Actually, for this one, I can't even say that there is an end. It just sort of stops.
Yeah, it actually does.
It stops at the 2-hour mark, and
it's
just,
like
yeah.
it's like the printer ran out of ink in movie form. Basically.
That's a good metaphor, actually.
Thank
2
you.
hours long.
Yeah,
Yeah,
2
2
hours
hours
long,
long.
and it just ends suddenly. Can you believe it? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the best way I can describe it is that a shy girl named Anastasia Steele, which ironically is a shade of grey.
That's one for your list, Jamie. That's one for your
Let me
list.
write that down.
Yeah, write that down.
Write that down. She has an interview with a young billionaire called Christian Grey.
Yep.
These
Let's write that
fucking
one down.
names.
Yeah, write that one down. Christian Grey's a great one. Very biblical.
Grey is a shade of grey.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And he is instantly attracted to her for reasons. And as he puts it, he also wants to... Why'd my mouse die? My mouse is dead. My mouse is dying.
Oh, for God's sake.
My mouse doesn't want to be a part of this. So he is instantly attracted to her, and in his own words, he wants to...
Fuck you into the middle of next week.
That is real. That is a line from this film, and
Yeah.
I can only assume it was from the book.
What on earth?
I would
Yeah,
have
I
to
know,
hope.
I know.
I would have to hope, honestly.
Yeah, and for
Jesus.
some weird reason, Anastasia does not burst into laughter after hearing that line.
Or doesn't immediately get creeped out and go, oh, you know what? I think I have dinner at home. I'm just going to go, see you around. You
Yeah,
know.
the context of this scene is just odd. That is it. That's the plot.
The plot is that he wants to fuck her into the middle of next week,
And
basically.
she wants him to fuck her, so it's all right, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. They both want it.
The story you could say this film is Christian showing Anastasia the ropes of BDSM. Ha ha.
It's only just clocked to me that you're storing the fucking things. I was just like.
Or you could say he's showing her the chains of BDSM.
Wah, wah, wah.
No, sorry, mate.
And you could also say it's Grey learning how to be a proper human being, but yeah, that's not really true either, because throughout this whole film, it is painfully obvious that they have no chemistry.
Well,
Okay, so
that's your fault. Sorry, how does a door make you do that?
I
though?
don't know. I have a theory that it's a very slippy floor.
Christian Grey.
I'm Anastasia Steele.
Okay, but what's your name?
Yeah, what is your real name?
Yeah.
There's no way that's your real name.
Have a seat, Miss Steele.
I don't want you here any longer than you need to be.
Yes. In and out.
Hey-oh.
Oh, that genuinely wasn't a. That genuinely wasn't.
You didn't even realise you said
No,
that.
I didn't even realise that.
Oh
was,
my god.
Even his pencils are grey.
Yeah.
No,
His
they
secretary's
literally
wearing
say
a grey
grey.
suit.
They
He's
say
wearing
grey
a
on
grey
it.
suit.
Yeah.
His pencils are grey.
Everything about him
Everything's
is.
grey in here.
Everything
Doesn't-
about him
that
is
off-
dull
no,
and grey.
Everything in that
His
office
chair's
is
grey.
everything. Yeah, even the walls are grey. The floor is grey.
God, we're hitting the point home a little too hard here, I think.
Yeah, I'm surprised that desk isn't grey.
The buildings in the background are grey. No.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I was about to say that.
Business is about people,
Business is about people.
and I've always been good at people.
That is a lie. I'm just saying that right now, it's a lie.
Maybe you're just lucky.
Can you just answer the question, please?
You.
I've always found that the harder I work, the more luck I seem to have.
No, the question I asked was, how much do you make in a year?
Oh, I exercise control in all things, Miss Steele.
That is true.
I exercise control, and I am a freak.
The way he looks at her is just, it's not at all friendly.
No, it's like, what the fuck is that question?
You don't agree?
You don't agree? Get the fuck out.
I don't know enough about it.
Great journalism.
Well, great journalism there. That's the kind of thing that you should know.
Oh, the whimsical
just
music
wonder if-
kicks in. Apparently this is romantic.
How? They're talking shop at the moment.
I know.
So what's your financial quotas?
A man who knows money.
This is 5 minutes into the film, I'll have you know.
You have to wait 5 minutes to get to this point.
Yeah.
God.
No, Anastasia. I'm not gay.
I'm
Dare you ask me that?
fully heterosexual.
What about you?
Are you gay? Films like this, do you know, it actually is. It is quite impressive. The films like this are kings of being able to drag out a scene that normally takes about 2 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know how you write something like this.
It's fine.
I would like to know more about you.
I demand to know more.
Jane Austen or Thomas Hardy, who first made you fall in love with literature?
None of them.
Yeah, none of them actually. No, it was David Williams actually that made me fall in love with literature.
No, it was E.L. James.
Yeah.
The biggest sin that a romantic film can make is that you don't believe that the two leads can actually work as a couple.
As we're going to find out, this is not your average like romantic couple that you see in films.
No, because it has sex in it.
Yes. Well, no, because they're like only fully doing it. They're almost like, well, I wouldn't even say friends with benefits. They just get together for kinky sex.
It's more like there's a contract that they go over and over with, and so it's more like a business transaction than anything. Like they're literally in a boardroom having a business meeting about how they will proceed with their playtime. The main reason that they don't work together is because Christian Grey doesn't have the same emotions that you and I typically have.
No, he's deliberately, I guess, a man at the top of that tower. He's a bit emotionally distant from most people. I guess being a businessman, you have to be that way. Why am I seriously analysing this film like this?
But why don't we analyse this scene? Just try and dissect how much emotion he is missing in himself.
Okay, so he's drinking. What's happening?
Riveting.
There? What's happening there is that they're drinking tea, coffee, or something like that.
Yep.
It's very important to the scene, by the way. Okay.
I find you intimidating.
I find you intimidating.
I find you intimidating.
Am I a romantic? Well, I study English lit.
Okay, that's not the question.
Yeah, we already know that. I can see the wires being crossed in his head. Like, you can see a glitch in his mainframe.
Do you have a girlfriend? Is that it?
I don't do the girlfriend thing.
What is that even?
Watch it!
I said I don't do the girlfriend thing. Get away.
I don't do the girlfriend thing. Push.
Yeah.
I'm not the man for you.
No shit.
Trust me, I really do. I'll make you do some fucked up shit.
You should steer clear of me, like you did with that bike.
I am the master of you, though.
The master of the universe. Scenes like that, they're all over the film. Like, they have no chemistry together.
No.
Not even a little bit. There's this one bit where Anastasia just got home from visiting her mum, and she goes right to visit Grey, and rather than him asking, how was your flight, how was your mum, how was the drive here, how are you in general, he just goes straight into like, give me a smooch, baby. Like, we will fuck right now.
Let's go. To the dungeon we go.
So it seems like that say with less than 1,000 words, how much they don't work together.
Yeah, I guess they're supposed to be in the same vein as Twilight. Maybe they're supposed to be quite bland, so that you can kind of like, I mean, I don't know if you want to do that for this film, but yeah, okay, maybe not project yourself, but project your fantasies onto these two.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back to that because I don't know why you would want to do that.
Some people are into that kind of stuff.
I know, that's why this book was a hit.
I don't know if we should mention something on it. You keep going, but I don't know if we should mention something about this.
A large amount of this film is basically dedicated to Grey trying to get Anna to sign this, what is basically a sex contract.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
She becomes a sex worker.
No,
Well,
no. To save you some time, Jamie, I'm just going to say that she never signs it. So, so
Spoilers,
for
alert, by the way,
1
sorry.
hour and 58 minutes I've spent on her basically figuring out this contract, and she never signs it.
What's the last 2 minutes? Oh, credits.
Did we really spend that much time watching that?
Yes, we did.
2 hours. What
Honestly,
a waste
I
of
feel
my
sorry
life.
for you.
I know.
Thank you,
What a
thank you.
waste of our life. What a waste of our time right
What
now.
a waste of my
Oh,
time.
you got to watch 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah.
Someone enjoyed it.
Someone somewhere's enjoyed it.
Yeah, and again, when they're negotiating this contract thing, it's just like as we said earlier, it's more like a business transaction rather than two people who are into BDSM discussing what they want to do with each other.
Yeah,
Well,
but you
that's-
can see it from the aspect of Mr. Grey, who is a businessman.
Yeah, but it's not BDSM at its fundamental level is not meant to be like a business transaction.
Yes,
It's
but
meant,
he doesn't know that. He's a robot.
yeah,
He thinks it's a business transaction.
You peel
Yeah.
off the skin, it's a robot the whole time.
yeah, more or less. But yeah, look. Here's how they negotiate their fun times together.
Does this not remind you? this reminds me of that scene in The Incredibles.
It really does.
Oh my, yes, it does. Where Bob is having dinner in front of that lava fountain.
Yeah. Just the table just needs to be a
Do you reckon
lot
that's where
longer.
they got the scene from?
This
Is it probably? It's probably inspiration.
Oh my god, yeah, it might be.
Page 1.
No gips. Yeah. Rule number 1. No gips.
The submissive shall submit to any sexual activity demanded by the dominant and shall do so without hesitation or argument.
Problem is, this is
Yeah,
someone's
that's
phone. There we go. She started laughing.
yeah, that's not right. I don't think we need to explain to you how much. Yeah, so he's very disappointed by that.
Yeah.
Find anal fisting.
I'm all ears.
Strike it
No,
out.
that's not where you. Anyway.
Oh, god damn it!
That's not
That
what
was
you're
my
doing.
favorite.
Strike out vaginal fisting too.
Vaginal. You know what? I'm not gonna ask.
For some reason, I feel like this is our last rough cut.
How
gonna
much,
get taken
how
off
much
the
of
air.
this am I gonna have to censor?
I don't
All
know.
of it. She's talking about her vagina.
What are butt plugs?
Do we really need to explain what those are?
It's in the name.
I would say, I think the name is pretty self-explanatory. I would
Yeah,
have thought.
pretty much. Also, I find this hilarious. Is this meeting in his schedule? Is his secretary booking out time for this specific rendezvous?
My staff know only what I choose to tell them.
That, what you just said.
Yep.
Hanging on ropes from the ceiling.
Yeah, that's not going to cut it, big boy.
Yeah.
For your pleasure.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, really. My pleasure, you say.
I'm good with rope.
Burns a bit, though.
Yep.
Handcuffs.
You mean these handcuffs?
Okay, I'll run back
Please
to the
take
point
them.
we've been talking about. This is a good 5 minutes already.
Yeah, it's just boring, all right? This entire scene is boring. They're talking about sexy stuff, and it's so boring.
Do they even do it?
No, they don't do it.
They do.
No, they don't do it in this scene.
No. Do they eventually, is she hanging from the ceiling?
No.
I think she might have been, unless I
No,
created that scene in my head
he chained
afterwards.
her up, but didn't actually hang her.
Boo. Didn't
Well,
even
a
go
lot-
all the way.
Yeah.
They did have it in the risk assessment.
You can say that.
They
You're
Yeah.
gonna get it signed off in time.
Plus, I doubt these actors actually wanted to do that.
He's his own risk assessment as well.
Yeah. Well, they're done negotiating. That was the most unsexy thing I've ever seen.
Well,
I
to
mean,
you, Louis,
I was
but
gonna
to
say
that
it's-
businessman,
It was
Yeah.
turning him. It was turning him on.
He's
I would
full
like to
up.
fuck you into the middle of next week.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
see.
it was.
That was turning him on all the way.
Yeah,
that was his
oh,
foreplay.
Yeah, it was really getting him on.
Right, what is this? I mean, listen. Genuinely, no show. I genuinely think like signing contract. Like, would you like to do this? Would you like to do this? That could be a bit of. That could be a bit of foreplay.
Yeah,
but this.
but this is just. It's again business transaction. It's not funny or sexy at all.
Let me know
He's
in
a
the comments.
businessman. I don't know what you're trying to expect from him.
Yeah, but this is meant to be his pleasure, not his job.
Yeah.
His pleasure is doing business.
Hey, exactly. There you go. Oh.
There's good.
Tie the hair back.
Let's do it. Let's get this thing off.
And I'd be pleased to discover that you're naked underneath.
Really?
Fantastic acting here.
I'm genuinely very
that whole
sorry that we
line-
have to bring this to you.
That
That's-
whole line, he sounds like a robot.
Yeah.
he
That
does.
is something that you would say, Louis.
Thank you.
It was like,
I take off your dress and find that you are naked underneath.
it would be so. No offense, but it is.
Thank you, Jamie.
Thank you for the meeting, Mr. Gray.
After all that, they don't do it.
Say my pleasure. Okay, or do that. Do that then.
Damn it. I wanted to do it so badly.
Don't know what the fuck that was. He could have done a great punch.
Yeah,
like,
but
my
seriously, after all
pleasure.
that, they don't even do it. Like this film sells itself on the sex, and they didn't do it after discussing the sex.
So
Because
basically,
it's about the build-up to said sex.
yeah.
Yeah, but they didn't have it. That was all build up to nothing.
So basically, they were edging you, and then they stopped right before you.
Yeah, pretty much. They might as well have hung a big middle finger at the end of that scene.
Did you want to see sex at the end of this?
No, but I'm sure that the target audience for this film would have wanted to see sex after that.
Louis wanted to see sex at the end of it.
Yeah, you did want to see sex at the end
There's
of that.
nothing I say will convince you
Louis
that I
was
did not
getting
want to
ready.
see sex after
Louis
that.
was ready for it, and then it did happen. It was just like,
This-
well, now I'm cold turkey.
This industry, this industry of convenience, you know, you want it hard and fast and now. Sometimes you got to wait it out a little bit, you know.
Yeah,
They've
yeah.
got to fill the runtime. It'll happen. It'll happen. You'll get there, you know. There's 2 more hours to go.
Yeah, I know. Oh, shut up. Anyway, so that's all I can say about the plot. Shall we go on to the characters?
Yeah, let's.
Why
That
not?
is seriously the plot as well. That
It
is
is the
how
plot.
dry this film is.
Yeah, it doesn't make you wet, it makes you dry.
Characters, Louis.
Characters.
Please.
So long story short, they're all awful.
Oh, well, cool. Your ratings, 5 out of 5? Yes, I knew you'd say that. All right, rough cut, everybody. See you later.
Thank you. Yeah, but seriously, they're all awful. They are all unacceptable human beings. Literally every character, every main character, every side character is an unacceptable human fucking being.
Because
Because, okay, so firstly, Christian Grey.
he's a Christian and he's great.
Yeah.
Sorry. Do you want me to do that again? No. Keep going.
It's
Keep going.
fine. I can't with this guy, honestly.
What you want him to be a better sex guy?
No, I want him to be a better human being is what I want him to be. Like, seriously, I knew he was terrible before watching this film, but I did not expect him to be fucking awful.
It probably translates better in the book than it does in the film.
No.
I get the feeling.
In the book, and I've watched videos explaining what goes on in the book, he's worse in the book.
He's worse in the book.
In this film, he's a little bit creepy and a little bit sociopathic. In the book, he's violent.
Oh, lovely.
He's violent and he tries everything in his power to psychologically damage Anastasia.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I guess it's
Some
someone's fantasies.
Yeah, E.L. James's fantasy.
Yeah.
This was a Twilight book. What character do you reckon he was?
Who do
Edward.
you think? Yeah.
Edward has to be Edward.
Yeah, Edward, obviously. But
I don't see Edward doing
yeah,
that.
No, but I think it's like if you turn Twilight up to like 1,000, and it was you added sex into it basically.
Yeah.
BDSM, and that's basically.
Imagine if
what
it
it
was
is.
Michael Sheen's character. All you could see is Michael Sheen.
Michael Sheen gets in on the action.
Oh, don't put that image in my head, Damien.
No, when at the end of it, he goes. Anyway.
Well, there we are, folks.
Anyway, my theory is that Christian is actually an android underneath all that skin, and he's been programmed to be the best sexual dominance.
I was
And-
thinking of I would like to fuck you into the middle of next week.
Yeah, but hopefully with the next prototype, he'll have like a self-destruct button so that I
He's-
can see him blow himself up.
He's like Michael Zuckerberg, Mark Zuckerberg even. He's like Mark Zuckerberg if he had like a rope kink, basically.
I mean, I think Zuckerberg has a bit more charm than this guy.
But not
What?
by much.
By a little bit. But yeah, there's a perfect clip that sums up how awful his character is. Ironically, it's an hour and 48 minutes.
What we're watching? Oh, you mean the film?
Yeah, the whole film. He's a prick for the whole film.
Okay. Are we going to watch an hour and 48 minutes of that then?
Just a
No,
long
we've already
clip.
done that.
Bit of a long clip, yeah.
And I don't want to do that again.
No.
His whole thing is BDSM, right?
Yeah, that's the
No,
whole point
wrong.
of the
No,
film.
his thing is not BDSM. It is straight up torture. Is what he wants.
No comment.
Yeah, it's pain and torture.
Yeah, but I mean that's kind of consensually. That's part of the deal, isn't it, with BDSM?
Yeah, but the way he describes it as I'm going to torture you.
right.
Shit, no,
What did you
I think
No.
your computer's torturing you.
no, yes, pretty much.
My playroom.
Like your Xbox and stuff?
I wish.
Push and just open the door.
50 copies of The Last of Us 2.
That's not Xbox.
Is it not?
No.
Oh, it's a PlayStation exclusive, isn't
No,
it?
it's like, no. Better joke would be 50 copies of Halo Infinite. I'm an investor for Microsoft, just so you know.
I'm going to try and do an EA Sports joke, but I don't know.
Why would you leave the door open? Surely you'd close it if this is in your room.
Yeah. Well, no, he locked it.
No, he left.
No, I've got it.
The door's open to the corridor where other people are.
Yeah.
I've got it. EA Sports. It's in the pain.
Fuck me.
Thank you. I'm here all
Fuck
week.
you. Does someone clean this room? Does it ever made specifically for this room?
Considering that he doesn't tell people about this room, he probably goes in with like a little feather duster and just cleans up little bits.
Yeah.
I like to imagine that just a maid walks in. Oh, he's done it again. Everywhere's covered.
Not
Fuck's
again,
sake.
Gray.
I just sanitized this room.
Why has he got Harry Potter ones?
Yeah, they're
Leviosa.
extended.
That's the foreplay. Expelliarmus.
Why would I do that?
No, you wouldn't.
See,
you will.
and here's the problem. The Anastasia isn't into this.
What would I get out of this?
No, she gets one thing.
Me.
That's him introducing the playroom to her. And it's like, you will like this.
At all costs.
At all
next
costs.
clip is mid-playroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So subscribe to the Rough Cuts
Nope, not that
Patreon.
again. No, not that again.
subscribe to the Rough Cuts
Okay.
OnlyFans, and you can watch us review the next bits.
His thing is BDSM, but what he's describing isn't really BDSM. It's just him saying, you will be a part of my fetishes, whether you like it or not.
Or they will
This
never
girl
find your
wanted
body.
to do was interview him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. And and all he wants to do is just to punish her.
Spiraled out of control pretty quickly. I
Yeah,
mean,
it did.
he's been a very bad boy.
He has been a very bad boy, and he has been hanging out with very bad boys as well.
What you gonna do?
Yeah, look, right there. Yeah, he's been hanging. Yeah.
Wait, is that seriously from the thing?
That is from the thing.
Fuck, that did not age well. Is that him? Is that supposed to be him sitting next to Elon Musk?
Yes, it is. So you can kind of understand that
Wow.
he's a prick and he's been hanging out with real life pricks.
Jesus, that did not end well. That did not age well.
No, it did not.
Oh my God.
Yes. So, yeah, it's.
I can't even believe that.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't pick up on that when we watched that.
Yeah. So the other main character that we can only talk about is Anastasia Steele. There are 4 ways I describe her. It is shy, naive, a wet paper blanket, and an idiot.
A wet paper blanket.
Yeah, pretty much. As in she crumbles at the slightest touch.
What? At the slightest touch of a man of
Yes.
Christian.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, he's very hot. He's very attractive.
Yeah, he is very hot. He is very attractive. He's
wouldn't
also
want to be
psychotic
Christian?
and followed her to her place of work.
Oh.
He's just standing there. He is just standing there.
What a pleasant surprise, Miss Steele.
Yes, pleasant surprise.
That is very creepy.
I have been looking for some new tools.
Yes. That's
Got
what's-
any hammers?
Do you stock cable ties?
Oh, that's fucked up.
what's
What,
your-
cable ties?
Yeah.
You can imagine what he's doing with them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. Okay, fair, yeah.
Buying them from the store that she works at and he will later use on
Why
her.
is this like the Mitchell Webb sketch? Do you sell knives? Do you sell knives that could kill this woman?
Have you got any battering spades?
Any what?
Battering spades for battering a person, or curtain wire.
Do you sell cable ties of which I can use to kidnap you?
Do you reckon these would go around your wrists?
Yes. All right, I'm going to cut this one short. And look,
Please.
I'm going to demonstrate my point where he's so creepy that you could play horror music over that clip and it would fit perfectly. Watch this.
Go on.
It does work.
Oh, no.
It works too
it
well.
works a little bit
I was
too
in the
well.
area of business. Needed to pick up a few things. Are you free?
Jeez, I'm getting uncomfortable just listening to this.
What can I help you with?
Do you stock cable ties?
Oh my God, that works too well.
Yeah.
Jesus. With that in mind, feel free for future episodes to suggest any horror films you'd like us to cover on the Rough Cut, because apparently we're doing that now.
Yes, we are doing that right now, even though you hate it.
Coming soon.
It'll be
Yeah.
a fun one.
It'll be fun.
Yeah. So look, if Anastasia couldn't, look, Anastasia fell for that.
If Anastasia, she's
Anastasia fell for that.
character. Okay.
He clearly was stalking her. All right, there's no 2 ways about it. He clearly knew where she was and went there specifically to interact with her. She's meant to be like you're meant to project yourself onto her Not you specifically, just
How?
the audience. Yeah, I don't know how.
There's very little that I can project onto her, quite frankly.
Yeah, so but for the main target audience, they're meant to project themselves on her. But I don't know why you would, because Anastasia keeps getting food taken from her.
Keeps getting food taken from her.
Yeah, watch this.
Of course, Louis cares about when she gets food.
literally, she made a sandwich and her roommate fucking stole it from her.
Oh, what?
I gotta go take a shower.
Why?
Out of her hand.
Let the woman eat. What
Exactly,
the hell?
and he literally forced her to eat.
Her own family starving.
Yeah,
her.
honestly.
There we go.
Okay, so characters, awful, both of them.
Yes.
No chemistry, both kind of idiots.
Hmm.
Yeah, pretty much. One point I want to make about technicals is the weird lighting that they do here. Here is Christian in his natural habitat, the grey. Yeah, pretty much what they do is that they light him from above, so that creates sort of like a skull-like lighting pattern on him, making him look even more sinister, like, yeah, right here, for example.
Yeah.
He does not look at all comforting to be around.
No, he doesn't. He looks a little bit psychopathic, let's say.
Yeah, psychopathic.
Just a bit.
Yeah, it's you could see the similar lighting style in something like The Godfather, but that guy, Don, whatever his last name was, he's meant to be a intimidating, scary character, and this is in a crime drama. We're not meant to be scared of the main character. Why are you laughing at me?
I'm not laughing at you.
This is just such a Louis Togus moment.
Carry on with the film. Sorry. Carry on. Seriously. Sorry.
That's the one point I want to make about the technicals, because the rest of the film is just sort of, it's all right. It's all right filmmaking, pretty much.
It's all right filmmaking.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd hope for a Universal production, it's pretty all right.
Yeah, it's just all right, basically. Do you want to?
Do you even want to rate the movie?
Do you even want to rate the movie?
I want to talk about how it could be changed.
I don't know what you could change about it though. What are you going to change? It's a film for kinky people.
It's kind of, you have to make fundamental changes in order to fix this mess.
Well, okay, summed up in bullet points. What is it?
Okay, but bullet point 1, make Christian Grey an actually nice person. Bullet point 2, make Anastasia actually want to be into this stuff.
Where's the film then?
The film
what's the film
is
about?
essentially just them,
If both of them are into
that's a porno
there's
flick.
no film.
What?
If both of them are into it, that's porn.
No, okay,
It's a porno flick.
Okay, so you either have one or the other show the other one what it's like to be into BDSM. Like, so basically the whole film is just them getting to know each other. Not quite similar to this.
I think I'm not saying 50 Shades is a great film, but I think it works for what it is when you consider that there has to be some sort of conflict in an actual film that stops it from being just flat out pornography.
Fair, but the only conflict I would have in my version of this event would be that one or the other gets a bit too wrapped up into this world, and the other one has to say, like, you got to take a few steps back here.
Okay, maybe, but I think the way that I see it, I mean, it's not the best film, but what you can say about it is that it does what it's set out to do. I don't think you can deny that.
I mean,
it's
yes.
not a badly made film.
No.
But it's just you've got to have the taste for it.
Yeah, you can give the film some credit for actually showing full-on sex.
I mean, you can give that credit if you want, but
yeah.
I mean, I think.
It's quite hard to do usually.
Yeah, it is.
Signed off, so.
I was going to say, I mean, I think the free access to porn has probably changed that in the last couple of years.
Yeah, pretty much. But
that's a societal thing.
The main thing that this film gets utterly wrong is its portrayal of BDSM. Like.
And you're the expert on it, yeah?
No.
Louis really into it. He's really into it.
Shut up, man.
He goes home and he's instantly doing knots. He's ready. He's got his scout uniform on.
Why do you think he brought these in? Why do you think he brought these in today?
Yeah, this is not the first time I've been like this.
No, clearly not.
And it won't be the last.
And it won't be the last. 50 Shades Darker, film 2.
Yes, that is the film 2.
Coming to you next week.
Anyway, let's rate this fucking film.
Right, you go first, or shall I go first?
Wait, what was my racing?
You don't know your own rating?
No, it was either a 1 or 2.
All right, I'll give this film a rating. I'm gonna go down the middle. 5 out of 10. The film is good. I don't have anything to say about the film itself,
right?
Because like I say, it does what it set out to do, but it's just not the kind of film it's not the wholesome film that you want to watch with your family.
Yeah, pretty much.
And Christian Grey's a lot of a dickhead to the point where it might put people off. But
Yeah.
other than that, there is not much you can say about this film other than I was not planning for them to go as far out as they went with the sex scenes. But so there you go.
Yeah, pretty much. Mine is a close 1.
Out of 10 or 5?
5, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
for the same reasons, I guess.
Yeah, it's a competently made film, except for the few weird shots like that coffee bit, where they just cut to the coffee for no fucking reason.
Well, you know, adds a bit of variety to the shots, doesn't it?
But again, there's nothing really to complain about with the cinematography and stuff like that. So yeah, it doesn't look cheap, but it is just morally bankrupt.
Yes, in every single way.
Yeah.
Well, I think that has been our review of 50 Shades of Grey.
Yep.
I never want to do a film like that ever again.
Yeah, but we will keep watching terrible romantic films.
Yes, because that is our duty to do so.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm going to go and sanitize these handcuffs because I have no idea where the hell they've been. Join us in the future for some more Rough Cut, where hopefully I'll never have to see a handcuff again in my life.
Yep, I'm just going to take this off.
And I'm leaving. Thank you for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Good night.